Hello, dear viewers. Have you ever wanted to play a deck that contains 20 items? Oh wait, this is too small of an item count. Hold on, let's fix this right now. This will not stand. Maybe it will stand. Whatever. We have 20 items in the item tribal meme-tastic deck. It is so beautiful, so amazing, so bad. Okay, all right. So like this deck is very fun to play if you don't want to win because your game plan is to just flood the board with items and then pray that enough of their characters die to grab your swords or like to grab your swords that you're then able to start questing with your own characters instead of being forced to challenge them constantly with all of your high costing characters. And then finally, I go back and forth on whether Sheriff of Nottingham or if Yokai Scientific Supervillain should be the final card that we run in the deck. Now let me just bam, 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 so you guys don't have my face in the way. So yeah, very simple deck, very straightforward. The problem, shockingly, is Haram. We can't cut her on. Anyways, hello new viewers. I keep forgetting to finish up the YouTuber noises, like the standard YouTuber noises of like, what's up guys? Welcome to another deck building video. Today we've got a trash tier deck. Was that good? That was good. Um Meme item tribal. It's really funny. It's not that good. The principle of it is like it's there, it does exist. You use things like Oswald and really just Oswald. Oswald's our only item cheap, but you just run a critical mass of low cost items in order to make Tamatoa, Yokai, and Sheriff of Nottingham all very relevant cards. Yokai is here to buff Sheriff and Tamatoa, and then we have Whole New World and Grab Your Swords in order to be able to spam out multiple Sheriffs and multiple Tamatoa and just win from there, right? It's standard ramp stuff. Our characters are very expensive, thus we need to get to these very expensive cards as fast as we physically can. And to accomplish this, I'm actually going to be cutting Oswald for Mickey because it he actually doesn't do a whole lot in the deck, as strange as that sounds. So then we cut down our uninkable, or we increase the amount of total ramp that we have, since we really want to get to like our sheriffs and Tamatoas and yokais as fast as possible, so we can start just cycling through our deck violently to get all of our different items, right? Now, let me just like I've talked about the game plan. It's easy. It's literally play items and hope that you can then play your characters before you lose the game. Uh just getting to those characters is really, really tricky. And getting to them before you lose the game is even trickier, since they just, yeah, your opponent can just freely quest for like the first 5 turns of the game, I want to say. And then you can start killing off all their stuff. So, that causes a lot of problems for this deck, which is why we're running 4 copies of Grab Your Swords, since it is our only hope in order to try and come back in these matches where we do actually get to our high cost characters. Before, without Grab Your Swords, I was just kind of forced to keep attacking my opponent's characters until they all died. But with Grab Your Swords, there's a slim chance you can actually win with this deck now. What this deck is good for, though, is if you're wanting to start packing up a lot of the ramp package for Sapphire without needing to spend a lot. But this isn't a budget deck. I would just go build a Sapphire deck if you're picking up like Tabatoas and Grab Your Swords in a whole new world. But I digress. This is just going to be a fast video. There's not a whole lot to talk about with this deck. It's just like we simulate a hand and you see what the goal of this deck is. Let me just bam, keep you, get rid of you, and then mulligan you. Easy. So here would be Ink Microbots play Yokai. Ink Microbots play Microbots, maybe swing in with Yokai. Ink something else, play Mickey. Ink something, grab your sword, whole new world. You get the idea. Get rid of you. Do this, do that. Okay. Here it'd be Ink Yokai, play Yokai, Ink Microbots, play Sail, Ink something, and then just hope to get up to 6 ink before your yokai gets gone. Feel as if I should mulligan more like this. Anyways, I'm getting distracted trying to make a meme tier deck work. Another problem with this deck is lack of card draw, as strange as that sounds. Like, Popsicle, Sportosphere, and Sail all cycle themselves. Whole New World is fine. The thing that's not fine is Haram. Haram and Sheriff of Nottingham are very anti-synergistic in every way you can think of. Once you draw 2 cards with Haram, Sheriff costs 1 more. If you draw a Sheriff with off of Haram, he becomes more expensive, so you can't hit the critical mass of both Haram and Sheriff. So what Haram's here for is actually to get you your ramp cards in order to get to like Tamatoa or Yokai faster, or to get to Yokai faster, so you can play more of your items, you know? Like, the dream hand here is basically all of your ramp cards into a whole new world, into grab your swords, into Tamatoa, which that's not a good dream scenario, but it does exist, and I want to push this out into the world for people to enjoy and meme around with. What this deck is actually good for is if you're trying to build a Sapphire tribal deck, because then it's very simple. We cut Grab Your Sword, we cut A Whole New World, we cut Fortisphere, we add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then there was something in Sapphire that was actually useful for getting rid of your opponent's stuff, albeit not that useful. Where is it? You have oh, no, Sapphire just kind of sucks for that. Yeah, it just kind of sucks for that. But regardless, you can make it a Sapphire tribal deck very simply just by throwing in more microbots and cutting the steel cards. But I didn't want to make a Sapphire tribal deck. I was just like, I'll make... Oh yeah, and you can throw back in Oswald now. I was just like, I wanted to make a meme deck. Let's make an item deck, and that's how this deck was born. So that's it. I wish you a fantastic rest of your day. This isn't competitive in any way. Don't think of it as competitive. If you play this, you've been warned. I hope you have a good morning, good evening, good night, and good afternoon. And I hope to see you all next time. Please do like and subscribe, and bye!